Go to AOEAH.com for your Apex coin needs. Use code DOG for a checkout, 3% off your purchase. Link in the description. G'day guys, DOG here. Now in today's video, I thought since the new LOBA heirloom has been revealed and is just around the corner, I thought it would be an awesome idea to do an Apex Legends heirloom tier list, and of course we will be including LOBA's new fan heirloom. But guys, at the moment the channel is doing a massive giveaway for 2 LOBA heirlooms, one to a lucky YouTube subscriber and another to a lucky channel member, and all you have to do is like, comment and subscribe to get involved. And the winner will be announced on the 25th of September, so get excited for that one. But let's get back into it. So we'll be doing this in order of heirlooms released, starting with race and ending with LOBA's heirloom. But guys, I hope you enjoy this tier list. So let's get into this tier list, shall we? So I think we'll start off with race heirloom. And to be honest, I think in the past season or so, I felt a little bit less loving of this heirloom. I know Wraith's heirloom is one of the most prestigious ones because it was the first that ever came to the game. But I don't know, I've kind of fell out of love for this heirloom. I don't know, I think it just needs some more animation since we've been adding so many heirlooms to the game lately. With obviously, now we've got LOBA's this season. I think now it's time that Respawn actually go ahead and make more animations for older heirlooms. So I think for now I'm actually going to put it, because I've been putting it in S tier for a while, but I think I'll be putting Wraith's heirloom in A tier. Next up we get to Bloodhound's axe. I love the red tinge it has on like the blade, and I like the little raven on the end of it. But again, like with Wraith's heirloom, there's just not enough animations in Bloodhound's heirloom, which it is quite disappointing. I think I'm going to put it in A tier though, because it is such a prestigious one, like I said with Wraiths. And yeah, I've actually got Bloodhound's heirloom and I do like using it. I've kind of fallen out of love for that heirloom as well. Next up, we'll get to Lifeline. If you've watched previous tier lists that I've done about heirlooms, I'm really not a big fan of Lifeline's heirloom because it's just 2 sticks. And I feel like it's pretty lackluster. I know a lot of Lifeline mains don't like it when I say that. And, you know, this is just my opinion, of course. But I'm just not a big fan of Lifeline's heirloom, her drumsticks. So I'm going to put it in C tier. There are kind of a nice couple of animations for Lifeline's heirloom. Even though there's not as many animations for Wraith and Bloodhounds, I like the design of them a lot more. So I'm going to chuck Lifeline's in C tier. Now we get to Pathfinders. So now we get to Pathfinder's heirloom. Now Pathfinder's heirloom is obviously the boxing gloves. Now, if you watched my previous tier list, I really haven't been a big fan of Pathfinder's heirloom. But I think I've fallen a little bit more in love with it the last few seasons. I don't know why. Maybe the animation I've been having a look at, a couple of people have been playing with have been using Pathfinder's heirloom and it looks kind of cool. I'm not saying it's top tier because it's not really a weapon. It's more just like painting his hands on a broad scale maybe. But I'm going to chuck it in B tier. I'm going to chuck Pathfinder's heirloom in B tier. And yeah, it's kind of grown on me a little bit. After that we get to Octane's butterfly knife. Now this one I always put in top tier and I think I will again. I love the animations with Octane's heirloom. I love his running animation with it. For a legend that I don't play at all, probably my favourite, and if I did play Octane, that would be the heirloom I'd definitely get. So, especially if you guys aren't picking main yet, I would be picking Octane if you're choosing on heirlooms, maybe if you got lucky early or just haven't picked a main yet. Octane's super fun and his heirloom is so cool and it's got some nice animations which are always really good. Now we get to Mirage. I've liked Mirage. I like the couple of animations he has with it. It is a trophy though. Yeah, I like the secret animation it has with the pork chop. I think everyone loves that one. If you do get it, it's very rare. But I'm not going to put it in C tier because I feel like it is a mid-range heirloom. I think I'm going to put it in B. Next up, we got Caustic's heirloom, the hammer. Now, Caustic's heirloom, I absolutely love. But I am very biased because I am a Caustic main. So, I know a lot of people probably aren't the biggest fan of Caustic's heirloom. And I think last time I did an heirloom tier list, I did this with my partner, my missus, and she tried to tell me to put it way down. I think I got it to A, and since I've been using other legends a little bit more the last few seasons, I still love Caustic's heirloom. I still think it's a very good one, but I will be putting it in A tier today because I feel like it still has a soft spot for me. I love Caustic's heirloom, but I don't think it's S tier. I don't think it's as good as Octane's. Next up, we've got Gibraltar. Now, Gibraltar's heirloom, when it came out, I think a few people were pretty disappointed on the fact that it's quite small. And this is what my issue with Gibraltar's heirloom is. He's such a big guy. I feel like that's why it was good for Caustic. It fits him so well. But what saves Gibraltar's heirloom is his animations. They are so cool. And his secret animation with his shield, his gun shield, it changes depending on the skin. That's what caps it off for me. That's what makes me really like Gibraltar's heirloom. I'm going to put it in B because I do like the A tier heirlooms a little bit more, but it's like a high B. I'd be putting it B plus if I was doing it like that, but that would just be too hard. So I think we'll put Gibraltar's in B tier for now. Up next, we have Bangalore's heirloom. Now, you guys, if you've watched these in the past, I've really not been a big fan of Bangalore's heirloom. It's just a knife, and I feel like it's pretty lackluster. I don't know. It's just, I feel like they could have done something more out there. I like the more unique ones than more just like, oh, it's a knife. Like, we've got enough knives by now. Like, this is the third one if you count Wraith's kunai knife and Octane's butterfly knife. I feel like they need to do something else. Unless it's like completely linked to Titanfall, like it's a real lore base, I feel like just giving knives to Legends is a bit meh. So I think I'll chuck it in C or D. I like Lifelines more. I'm going to chuck it in D. I'm sorry if Bangalore mains out there don't like me for that, but I'm going to chuck it in D. Again, guys, this is my opinion, so in the comment section down below, let me know what your favourite heirloom is, because I'm actually super interested to know. I know a lot of people would say their own main, but, you know, sometimes you can just sit there and say, that heirloom's just the coolest. I don't play that Legend at all, but I think it looks super cool. Next up, we've got Revenant's heirloom, the Scythe. Now, I think this heirloom, I've never seen anyone dislike Revenant's heirloom. It's so cool. The animations maybe could be a little bit better. I wish there was a secret one. But I've got Revenant's heirloom. I absolutely love it. Despite not playing Revenant much at all, I think it's top tier. I'm chucking that one in S as well. Now we get up to Rampart. Now Rampart's heirloom is very interesting because a lot of people tend to like it on the animations, and in the past I've said it's kind of crap because it's not very imaginative, it's not very unique. It's kind of like, oh, she's a mechanic, we'll give her a tool. But I've actually kind of grown to like it a little bit more, because I've been putting it in D tier the past few times, but I think I'll put it in C for now. I've been seeing the animations lately, and she's quite a rare Legend to play now. Her pick rate's really low, but her animations, they're actually kind of cool. I like the one with the bubblegum, and yeah, I kind of like a little bit more of Rampart's heirloom now. Probably not enough to put it in B tier, but I think C tier is probably fair. Now we get up to Watson's heirloom. As soon as it came out, they called it the barcode scanner. I've kind of grown to not like this heirloom as much. At the start, I thought, oh, this is so unique, this is so cool. But now, every time I look at it, it's like, why did they do that to Watson? I don't know. I feel like they could have done something a little bit different. I'm not even saying they had to go with the French route, but I feel like it's just a bit strange to me. They could have done something a little bit different. It's got some cool animations though, so I'm not going to put it in D tier. I will chuck it in C tier. Like, I think the Nessie animation just picks it up from a D to a C. It's just such a cool animation. But for now, yeah, I'll chuck Watson's in C tier. Now we're up to Crypto's sword. Now, when we saw this leaked a while ago, everyone, like Revenants, no one really had an issue with it. It looks super cool, so fitting of the character, and I'm in the same boat. I love Crypto's heirloom. As soon as it got leaked, as soon as it got shown, as soon as it went into the game, I loved it. I thought it was one of the best heirlooms in the game. And last season, I put it in A tier, reluctantly, because I wanted to put it in S. And because I'm here all by myself today, I'm chucking it in S. I love Crypto's heirloom. I think it's disappointing that he's, you know, not very fun to play as like a Wraith or an Octane. They needed to fix up Crypto in-game, because I think his heirloom is definitely top tier. Now we get to Valkyrie. Now Valkyrie's heirloom came last season, and it got leaked so early that I think everyone just kind of knew what it was going to look like in that. And I do like Valkyrie's heirloom. I think the animations are absolutely awesome. The problem with Valkyrie's heirloom, and I think a lot of players have actually said this who use Valk, it's very big and covers up a lot of the screen when you're using it. I think I'll put this one in A tier, just because it's got so many cool animations, and it does look very good. So I am going to chuck it in A tier. It would be S tier if it didn't cover up so much of the screen though, because it is very annoying when you're running around and you're running into a fight or something, and then it's been covered up by an heirloom. But finally, guys, we get to LOBA's heirloom. Now, LOBA's heirloom has been revealed. I'm doing a giveaway on the channel at the moment. I'm sure you guys saw it at the start of the video. I do like LOBA's heirloom, and maybe when we see a lot more of the animations, I'll love it. But for now, I'm just a little bit annoyed about the fact that they didn't give it a little bit more of a colour. It's very beige. That's my only issue with it. I think the animations are going to be so cool that it's probably going to push it up to something that I'm actually going to love. I don't play LOBA enough to buy it. I probably won't buy it. I'll obviously buy it for a couple of you guys, obviously, but I don't think I'll buy it for myself. For that, just because I haven't seen enough of it at the moment to push it into a top tier heirloom, I think I'll put LOBA's Warfan heirloom in B tier. Alright guys, that is my Season 14 Apex Legends heirloom tier list. Now guys, make sure to let me know down below, like I said, what is your favourite heirloom, or even just leave me a full list of your tier list for the Apex Legends heirlooms. And also guys, if you do want an extra entry in the channel's massive LOBA heirloom giveaway, then just subscribe over on my clips channel, which will be linked in the description below. But that is all from me guys. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel for your daily Apex Legends content. But anyway guys, DYLIEDOG will catch us all later. Now as always guys, I just have to give a massive shout out to my channel members, and if you guys would like early access to videos and exclusive giveaways, then click the link below.